Denise, guess what?
What, Sally?
We got chismes.
Hi everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of We Got Chisme. My name is Denise, and this is cafecito. I thought you were gonna say your name. Well, he wants to say Xavier. So
Which
fine.
is my name, pero bueno, ¿qué se va a hacer?
You guys can call him Xavier if you want. But he likes cafecito better. Or at least I do.
Sure.
I think we have this conversation every episode, so let's move
Sí,
on.
lamentablemente. Sadly.
So today, welcome to 2026. This is the first episode of the year. And me personally, I'm all about positivity this year. So take everything in life and make it positive so you can have a better experience in life, you know?
Sure. Por lo que veo, Denise is about new year, new me, new mentality, new positivity.
Well, not new me, but trying to change the mentality. Like today, I didn't want to go to work. So yesterday, I was like, okay, let's think about it in the sense of we have a job. There is a lot of people that are on the unemployment process, sadly, and they're trying to get a job and they're going to interviews and all these things. So we should be grateful that we have a job to go back to and that we have a paycheck waiting for us.
Weren't you off since like Wednesday?
Yes, this is why I didn't want to go back because it was very, very, very nice to be off for a lot of days. But again, let's think about it. Let's be positive and think about we have a job, we have a paycheck waiting for us. We should be grateful that we have that, you know?
Bueno,
So let's be positive about
let's
life.
not curse Denise out, people. It's too early in the year to do that. So let's just say like, you're right. You have to be grateful you had a job and all that. And you have a paycheck waiting for you. So let's just take it as it is.
Yes.
Let's not curse her out. It's too early this year.
Hey, my new year resolution is I am going to be more positive this year.
Okay, that's a good one.
I'm going to try to keep up with the gym this year. I started today and I think it's gonna stick because last year we were going to the gym for a long time. We just stopped for the holidays because we didn't have time and we were traveling. But now, I think it's gonna stick this year. We're gonna go to the gym.
How are the ñoñas from your enarans? Did they grew through the holidays?
The ñoñas, what's that?
The belly.
Oh, the belly, just a tiny bit, maybe. I don't know. I haven't weighted myself. I don't wanna. I wanna live in la la
Well,
la
add
for now.
something else for your year resolution. Accountability.
Like I said, positivity. I gotta be positive that I'm gonna make it to the gym.
But you need to make sure that you need to know where you started and what you're working towards.
Yeah. We got this.
Therefore, you need to weight yourself.
No, because I'm not about weight. I am about increasing muscle mass and feeling strong to be able to get up on my skis when I go skiing because it was really bad. Okay. It was not the falling part that was bad, by the way. I went skiing last year, of course, like in December. And it was really bad because I couldn't get up from the skis. I couldn't use them. I was not even thinking about momentum. I was just trying to use like my core muscles to like stand up, and I couldn't. I was just like, I got no muscle mass. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that and on my arms that are a little bit, weak.
Somebody got traumatized.
I got traumatized, and I wanna do it because I'm not a quitter. Okay, so I'm gonna try again.
Oh, that's a good
Once
thing.
all my bruises are healed, I'm gonna try again. Yes. So, like I said, positivity and sticking to the gym. And let's see, what else can we do? Still have no idea. I'm just trying to. What
Well,
about you?
about me, what the New Year resolution stuff? You want to be positive this year? I'm way too bold this year, so let's just leave it as is.
You're way too bold this year? Like, way too honest?
Mm?
Too honest? Is that what
Yeah.
you mean? Okay,
Mhm.
so your New Year resolution is being brutally.
Well, I'm always honest.
Right, trying to be more honest than what you are. Or you want to be yourself. You want to keep doing what you're doing because you like it.
Uh, yeah, but not, you know, because, most of the people at the start of the year, they're like, oh, let's do a bunch of stuff and blah, blah, blah. Then halfway through the first month, it's already like, that goes straight to the garbage.
I was just thinking about that today because when I was going to the gym last year, the gym was empty even at 5 p.m. It was like maybe one or two people max. And then today, that shit was
What's
packed. It
back?
was
I
packed.
know. Every year from like the first half of the month to the first month is usually back. After that, it's emptied out. Especially when it comes Valentine's Day, they stop and you never see them again for the rest of the year.
We'll see because I plan on keep going. So we'll
Oh,
see
um,
how we're gonna lose people
you
slowly.
know when they come back? On April, like to get the fitness buddy for the summer.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And then when summer hits, they stop going and they don't go back until New Year because then it's like, well, Thanksgiving is coming, and then like, well, Christmas is around the corner, so might as well next year.
Yeah, I mean, we were going like 3 times a week, 2 times a week, every single week. But then we got sick. We both got the flu. We were down for like 2 weeks, and
Fucking
then
flu.
we traveled. It's positivity. This year is not gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
There's not gonna be
positively. I
flu.
hope guys you don't get sick because that flu is no joke.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah,
God.
I'm finally able to breathe and able to. I don't speak like I have something stick on my nose, so that's a something good.
I get it. So yes, like I said, good things. So the theme for today, it's called Restoring Faith in Humanity, one Reddit story at a time.
Okay.
We are talking positive, at least for today. We can go back to, the traumas later on during the week, because let's face it, they're very interesting. So now, but today is going to be positive. Let's start the year in a positive note, like I say.
Sure. Let's
So,
do that.
story numero uno, number one. And it comes from the subreddit of my chest. And the title is My Wife Asked If I Still Love Her Last Month. I hesitated. Me and my wife have been together for 6 years, married for 3. We met at a friend's birthday party, and I spilled beer on her dress, trying to be smooth. She still brings it up. She still brings it up. We were that couple for a while. About 3 years ago, I started a company. She was my biggest supporter. She believed in it before I did, honestly. She stayed up with me when I was stressed, bring me food when I forgot to eat, talk to me off the ledge when things got bad. She used to say, I'm investing in you, whenever I felt guilty about how much time I was spending on it. I don't know when things change. It was not one moment. It just slowly disappeared, I guess. Last month, we were on the couch. She was watching The Bear, her third rewatch. She loves that show. I was on my laptop doing work stuff, refreshing my email every 30 seconds, waiting on someone who's probably never going to respond. She paused it. I did not notice for like 10 seconds. Do you even want to be here right now? I look up. She was crying. I have no idea how long she'd be crying. She says she feels like she's living with my LinkedIn profile. She said her sister was pregnant and she told me 2 weeks before that. And I say, that's great. And then asked her where my charger was. I do not remember that conversation, but I believe her. She said there is a guy at work who keeps asking her to get coffee. She said no every time, but she thought about saying yes just because he asked how I'm doing and actually waits for an answer. I don't know, man, that one fucked me up. We talked until almost 3 a.m. I found out her best friend was getting divorced, had been going on for over a month. She had a weird mole removed the week before, didn't tell me about the appointment because she figured I will not remember anyway. She got promoted back in October. I asked why she didn't tell me any of this. She said, I did, you just were not listening. She made me coffee the next morning without me asking. She hadn't done that in months. I almost lost it over a cup of coffee like a psycho. I block off my evenings after that. No work after 7. I'll have to reschedule things, but I've been doing it. I do not really know why I'm posting this. I guess I just needed to say it somewhere. She was my biggest supporter for 3 years, and I repaid her by disappearing. She was grieving me while I was sitting right next to her. It's been a month. The evenings are still blocked. We watched The Bear together last week. The whole episode, I did not check my phone once. I do not know if I have fixed it, but I think we're getting somewhere. What?
So he needs to be more attentive, more in the present.
But it's
Mhm.
really good thing that he realized it. You know how many times people are like, "What do you want from me? I'm trying my best."
Well, I need he reassess and focus.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, he can. It's sad I have to get to the point that she have to be crying for him to realize that he's not listening and all this great stuff that happened to her and she was not. Because after a while that you say stuff and nobody listening to you, you're like, why bother?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you start like feeling the disattachment from the other person.
But you know what's even more sad? Because I've been there before. It's when you cry and you say exactly what's happening like she did, and you get a, what do you want from me? I'm like this. This is me. I cannot change.
I will slap you.
No, that's when you realize that's not where you want to be. Because that person doesn't care about you at all.
And that's when you decide to pack
Say
up yourself
goodbye.
and
Yeah, exactly. So, um, this guy, like, for me, it was a good thing. Like, I wanted to share this one in the sense of if anybody is in this position, just like, if you are the person that is crying and asking for more and they do not give you more, it's just not the right place to be at right now. And if you are the person that is being called out, or you're realizing right now that you need to pay more attention to your partner, then just go and do it. Like, get your shit together, schedule things because it can be done, and pay more attention to your partner because everybody deserves to feel love and to feel like that person is still your person and not feel like you're begging for attention or love. You know what I mean?
yeah. But at this point, at least he's an improvement that he didn't check his phone. Was he watched 40 minutes episode of The Bear?
Of the bear. He's trying because he went
Yeah,
from
but
someone
The
who's
Bear is
working
a really good
24/7.
show that you literally do not like have the time to be like, and usually it goes pretty by quickly. I watched the show; it's really good. But
Yeah, but the point is that he block off everything after 7. Because like he's done with work and he's fully paying attention to her after 7. They're watching shows, they're talking, they're communicating.
it's something good.
Let's read some comments.
Mm-hmm.
So the first comment, the top comment says, "Good on you for realizing what you nearly lost. Connection in relationships comes and goes. It's a living thing that we need to nurture and value. We can be in love with our partner, and then sometimes we can love them, but not be in love. And then we can be in love again. We actually have to work at it and keep it going. A few things that I have noticed that help. 1, time with fun off or not being checked. 2, frequent non-sexual physical affection builds emotional safety, connection, releases stress, builds bonding hormones, etc. Like holding hands, hugs, sitting close, cuddling, small touches as you pass by, touch on shoulder, back as you walk past, etc. Number three, doing fun things together. Might be watching a show you love, board game, going out to dinner, going playing crazy golf, and thinking, laughing at yoga, etc. Whatever you guys like, do it even once or twice a month makes a difference. Four, a therapist once told me they ask clients to sit and look into each other's eyes for 3 minutes every week. It's actually hard to do. Five, start to dream together. What do you want from your lives? What are your joint and individual goals? Mhm.
You do you set up your individual goals?
Mm.
Do you guys set your individual goals this year?
I have a lot of individual goals, but
Not you, I know. No,
I'm very ambitious. So
that's a
he
good. That's a good thing.
Adam is very ambitious too. He has a lot of individual goals as well.
okay. That's good. So let's
Very
commit to
good. We have individual and together
combine.
combined. Sometimes the combined ones are not very both of
Every
us because like for me it's combined. It's like we should travel more, and he's like we should save money. So yeah, it can be
yeah,
tricky, but we can find a balance.
especially how we received the 2026 in this beautiful country. So
Mhm.
we have all the
Yep.
country of the world trying to like uh what the fuck
What about you?
like what the fuck USA.
No, what about you in your relationship? Do you both set individual goals and together goals?
Each one of us always have individual goals. So my main goal pretty much is to take him to Europe on the summer.
Mm.
That's my personal goal for him. Um, Personally, I always have something. So it's like I don't think the way that I think it's not like new year, new resolutions and all that. It's like every day that you have is a gift. So take advantage out of it. Otherwise, like they say in Spanish, camarón que se duerme se lo lleva la corriente.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So translated in English, it would be like shrimp that fall asleep in the river, the current will take him away. Sounds better in Spanish,
Yes,
definitely. Um, but
but you get the gist of it.
but you guys get the idea. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you know, always I got start the year with a promotion, so that's a good thing, I guess. Unfortunately, my salary do not reflect,
Yep.
but you have to be grateful for every single little thing. So yeah,
Yay.
take advantage as much as you can of the news cycle of the
Mm.
year, I guess. But funny thing, as per the things normally, the true new year is on spring. I know, right? Crazy.
Okay, I guess because new things bloom, so it's new.
I know, I know. So me being my nerdy self. So don't worry about it. So let's move on.
The more info, the better, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just I was sad because I just read or a little bit kind of read another comment where somebody saying like I'm your wife in my relationship, and then saying like everything that they had to do that basically they feel like a single mom, and has saying like the typical he's a great guy but not to me. And then she's like, I cry and I tried telling him what happened. And then he became defensive and told me he didn't remember me asking him. And it wasn't that big of a deal. And that's what breaks a relationship.
Yeah. So when
Sadly.
you do not acknowledge, but being dismissive of this or other person's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
So pay attention, people, when they're talking to you. Listen. It don't
Listen.
take long, just a minute.
Listen.
Okay.
Take time. Do date nights. You need to do that. Even if it's at home, even if it's watching a movie and ordering some takeout or cooking together, that's time for you guys only.
Yeah, because otherwise you just got roommates sharing a rent.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Story number two, numero dos. It comes from the subreddit Best of Redditor Updates. And the title is My New Year's Resolution, the optimally fuckable husband project. So this story, I concise a bit, like this was concise for time purposes because it's very, very long. So it says, I, 33 male, am working on a theory, and this year my New Year's resolution is different from the usual ones. I am designing my life around a single, simple concept, maximizing my fuckability as a husband. And this is not just about looking good. After much thought, I now believe that my wife's 33 female desire to smash is the North Star leading me and my family to a much happier life. When I break down the things that make my wife want to bang, it becomes so clear. Just for instance, the better I look, the more likely my wife is to bump uglies. The cleaner the house, the less she stressed about the house, the more likely she will want to have sex in the house. The more money in her bank account, the more she can do what she wants with me. The more she can rely on me to hang out with our kids, the more she can focus on herself and other stressors she needs to deal with, and the more she will want to procreate with protection. The more the dogs bother her, the less she wants to do doggy. The more she and I hang out without the expectation of sex, the more one thing leads to another. It's easy to see the actions I will take to make myself more bankable. Work out more, dress better, keep the house tidy, make smart financial decisions, or earn more money at my job. Regularly spend more quality time with my kids. Take more precise care of my animals to ensure they're sufficiently tired at the end of each day. Make time to hang out with my wife. Neat, you might say. You got a list of pretty normal New Year resolution ideas, but no, it goes deeper, which is precisely my goal. How could I have time to do all of this? Well, I will need to stop wasting time on things that don't matter, like social media or my phone. Drinking not only makes me less fit, but also impedes me from getting a lot of these things done. Sleeping in might feel good, but does not help me accomplish these things. This is way too many goals to focus at once. How could I focus on them all? The answer is I won't. I just focus on one question. What will make me more fuckable to my wife? And if I keep asking myself that, I will become fitter, look nicer, earn more money, live in a cleaner house, spend more time with the kids, keep my pets happy, and make sure I'm hanging out with my wife more. It's a resolution that's about far more than just sex. It's about becoming the best version of myself for my entire family. And who knows, maybe along the way, I will get a little more action.
Well, at least he's taken in a very positive note.
He is, yeah, he is. And you know what's best? We have the 6 month and the 1 year update. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's keeping us, updated. So the update 6 months later. Last December, I wrote about my New Year's resolution, the optimally fuckable husband project. The idea was simple. The traits that make me a husband attractive are mostly the same things that reflect good decision making, being fit, pulling your weight at home, and making sure your partner gets real breaks. Using does this make me more or less fuckable? As a decision filter should lead to a better sex life. I'm sorry, to a better life. Sex aside. Context, we have 2 kids, 1 and 3. I work from home. My wife is a stay at home mom. Before this, I was already a good husband, in quotes. What changed? I have not been perfect, but even at my worst, I'm still ahead of where I was. I cut down wasted times, phone out of reach, block Reddit and LinkedIn feeds, tracking screen time. 2, I stopped asking how to help with the kids and just help, creating meals, unprompted breaks for my wife. 3, work out have been inconsistent due to injuries and travel. 4. I reduce household stress by fixing small but meaningful issues, cleaning proactively, adjusting routines, and paying attention to what actually bothers my wife. 5. I focus more on making my wife feel loved. Weekly date nights with a shared date idea list. Better gifts, small thoughtful gestures, and even building on an AI tool to help with meal planning. 5. I think this is 5. No, this is 6 actually. I work harder at my job and realize it's a dead end, so I'm looking for something new. Is it working? Yes. Life is better overall. Work stress has hurt my mental state, but this project gives me a clear sense of purpose and direction. What about sex? It's better, but not in a simple frequency went up X% way. My wife initiates more, we both enjoy it more, and the overall dynamic feels healthier. Given layoffs, a newborn, and breastfeeding last year, comparisons are not very meaningful anyway. Bottom line, this project has not made life perfect, but it's added meaning and improved our life's quality of life, our family's quality of life. The real key is not constantly asking the question, it's building habits and systems that naturally increase fuckability. People ask about the 1 year update. I will check back again in 6 months. It's working.
Well, as long as he doesn't dress like the Grinch for Christmas.
Maybe she likes that. Communication, people. So now we have the 1 year update from the original post. 1 year from the original post. So a year ago, I wrote a post that I got a lot of interest. People asked for a 1 year update. Did it work? What did I learn? And will I recommend it? Will I recommend it? No. Not for everyone or every marriage. Did it work? Yes. My life is significantly better. Any downsides? Yes. There were some fights. Did it really work? Sex is not the point, and the answer is complicated. Quick recap. I keep doing the same. The optimally fuckable husband project is about using one question. Does this make me more fuckable? To guide decisions. The idea is that the things that increase my wife's desire, fitness, less stress, help at home, emotional presence, also make my life better, regardless of sex. Context again, a stay at home wife. I work from home, 2 kids, almost 4 and almost 2. Wife is pregnant with our third. Before this, I was already a good husband. I leaned heavily on systems instead of willpower. I made spreadsheets for at-home date ideas, kid activities, thoughtful gestures for my wife, recurring chores. Weekly fun-free date nights became a standard, with one sexy date per month. When unsure what to do, I asked, what will fuckable husband do? And acted instead of asking. Unexpected lessons. Being seen doing kind things matters as much as the thing itself. Treating problems as opportunities to help my wife turn stress into purpose. What went well? Decision making became easier. Less nagging, more trust. Stronger sense of purpose. New skills learned. Coding a meal planning tool, fixing appliances. More flirting and playfulness. What went poorly? Occasional resentment when effort was not met with visible appreciation. Slip-ups were more obvious once standards were higher, especially during work burnout. Will I recommend it? Only with the right partner. This works because my wife is supported, contributing, and aware of the project. Transparency matters. Without it, resentment will build fast. And the sex? If you only measure sex by frequency, you're missing the point. Initiation balance, enthusiasm, and enjoyment matter more, and all of those improve. Frequency is impossible to measure meaningfully due to pregnancies, nursing, and timing. It feels better, which matters more than a number. Final thought, this is no longer a resolution, it's automatic. My marriage is not perfect, but this project gave me a framework to consistently get more out of life and relationship. As a tool and not a magic fix, it worked.
Consistency is key.
Consistency is key. And he learned new skills during the process. because
And
he was
at the
more
same
involved.
time, they help out better, improve
Mhm.
better. He feel better about himself. He makes his wife feel better. I'm sure his kids enjoying better having him more
Yeah.
involved with them. So it's a win-win for everybody, not just for your fuckability.
Yes. That's what he said. Improve his life and his family life.
Mm-hmm.
His kids, the pets, everybody's happy. Because like
Exactly.
I don't think I mentioned dates, but the original date was December 1st, 2024. The update, the first one was 16th of September 2025. And the last one is January 2nd, 2026, because it was his, year update.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like, no, it's like when you do the right thing, you become fuckable.
Yup. Like the top comment says, my boyfriend will start doing the dishes unprompted, and it's the hottest thing imaginable. Most fuckable guy I know.
Well, that might
Yep.
turn up the, how you call this, the spark. She's in like washing dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get a little bit of soap here. She's like, let me take that off.
There's someone responds to that and says, we never actually discuss it, but I do all the cooking and my husband does all the post dinner cleanup. He doesn't have to do anything and gets a nice meal. Then I don't have to do anything. Our kitchen in the dining room is clean. And that's exactly the arrangement that I have with my boyfriend. And I cannot say it's amazing because I cook and he does the cleaning afterwards. So we both do some work and we both enjoy and chill and relax. And it's the best thing ever.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
But
good.
again, you see, people, he didn't do everything just for the goal to get more action.
No.
He just slowly doing little things and start improving, and those little things add up and add up and add up. And
Yes.
of course, it lead to more actions at the end of the day, but little things.
Little things add up. And I get the
And
part where he say there can be some resentment if it's not met with appreciation. Because if he's someone that his love language is probably like words of affirmation or whatever, and if somebody's not constantly telling them, oh, thank you for doing this, or thank you, I really appreciate what you did, and it just goes unnoticed, you might not be he might be like, what's wrong with you? I did this for you and you didn't appreciate it? So this is why transparency and communication is very important because you get to say thank you for doing this and the other person gets to feel appreciated.
mhm. But again, it's not doing things expecting something on return, because that will honestly defeat the purpose, and that's how
Well,
conflict
but
go.
this is what he needs. These are
Mhm.
his needs. And as long as you communicate it, because you're not doing something in return, you're just saying thank you. And I think the saying thank you is not a big deal. Because I am big on that. Like I really try to say thank you for everything that you do for me. Because I really want to show how much I appreciate how you're thinking of me and doing my things. At least that's me. I don't know, as a person.
I wouldn't see myself not saying thank you,
Mm, true.
because that's just, I just feel that's just disrespect to the other person.
Hmm.
But people are different.
Yeah, people are
People
different.
have other ideas.
But again, this is why communication is important because you gotta say, like it, I would like for you to do this for me because that makes me feel better. And then you can just do it and say it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And again, people, your partner do not read your mind.
No, nobody can read your mind. Communicate.
So if you think like you magically would transmit your thoughts of what they want them you to, what you want them to do, it's not happening.
Yep.
So take a deep breath, take a leap of faith, and have a conversation. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it. That can fix a
And
lot of things.
that conversation might get you more fuckable husband or wife. So it could be the start of something more to increase your fuckability with your partner.
Oh my God, I don't know. That triggered High School Musical in my mind. Stop it. I'm
Like you
stop.
see here, like our guy did here. So that's good thing.
Yes. There's one comment I do want to read.
Okay.
It comes from someone who's a top 1% commenter. And they say, my parents teach marriage classes. Literally, the first lesson is good sex begins in the kitchen. Translation, if your wife is shouldering all of the household responsibilities, that's probably the reason she's too tired or in no mood for boning. You want to get laid more? To quote Britney, you better work, bitch. And then somebody comments on that and says, short play. You're basically, that's like foreplay, but including short. I'm sorry, that was really funny for me.
Wow. No, but wow.
Short play.
Well, it kind of makes sense, but
Yes, 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 yes.
yeah.
Okay, let's move on to story number three.
Mm-hmm.
Story number three comes from the subreddit again, best of Redditor updates. And the title is I think I'm falling in love with my husband. So it was posted on December 21st, 2025.
So she's falling in love with her husband.
She's falling in love with her husband. Okay.
Okay, let me hear the rest of the story before I start judging.
Okay, that's a good thing. It says, my husband and I are 24. We have been very close friends since we were 14 and have been married for about 5 months now. The thing is, our marriage was strictly out of convenience. I was a single mom to a 1 year old. His father and I have not been together since I was 3 months pregnant. And my husband had just taken guardianship of his cousin, who's only a few months younger than my son. Since the kids are so close in age, we decided pretty much immediately to introduce them to each other. They have been best little friends ever since, and after that, my son and I were over at their house every day. The marriage was purely my idea. My son and I were practically living at their house, and we had already had a conversation about raising the kids together. I figured, why not? We get the tax benefits, could combine our incomes, and have the kids grow up in a two-parent household. I did think about the chance that one of us could find someone else down the line and fuck everything up, but it was not high on my radar. I gave up on relationships after my son's father and husband was not really the type for relationships before we got married. Oh, okay. Okay, I get that now that I read it. I gave up on relationship after my son's father. And my husband, the guy that she's married now, her friend, wasn't really the type for relationships before they got married. So I have never even really seen him express interest in someone before, since I have known him. We have always had a running joke with our friends that he'd be the single uncle that one of our kids will have to take care of when he gets old. Clearly, he didn't think he'd become an adoptive father, but that's besides the point. Anyways, I brought it up to him, kind of a joke, one night. I was terrified to be serious about it, I don't know why. And then we were married 3 weeks later. Everything happened so fast, and it's still insane to me because I fully expected him to call me stupid for ever coming up with the idea. Did not expect him to agree and follow through so quickly. But that's a long ass backstory on everything so everyone understands. The first few weeks of our marriage felt no different than what we were doing. The only real difference was my son and I moved in and were living with them. As of right now, we live in a 3 bedroom apartment. Babies share a room, and my husband and I share a room. It was definitely weird sleeping in the same bed every night, but we both got used to it eventually. After maybe the first month, I got used to it. I got too used to it and I started completely sleeping through my alarms. I don't know why, but I've started sleeping so heavily that I have to be physically waking up. So every morning when my alarms go off and wake up my husband, he rolls over, rubs my back, and whispers in my ear to wake up. Oh, that's cute. For for background, my husband is a pretty prickly person. He doesn't like physical contact with other people. In our entire 10 years of being friends, we hug once. So this literally rewrites my brain chemistry every morning. Like, what the fuck? Even typing this out right now, I'm genuinely getting butterflies, and it's so weird. I probably sound so stupid, but that's not it. Around the same time, he started bringing me home flowers every Friday night. I was majorly confused the first time. He said he's trying to set a good example for what relationships should look like for the kids. In parentheses, it says he grew up with a single mom and never met his dad, so he did not necessarily have a good example himself. Even though he's using it to set an example, it genuinely makes me so fucking happy every Friday. I literally look forward to getting home from work and seeing what bouquet he got this time. I'm not sure exactly what I'm feeling, if I'm just over romanticizing the situation and looking in too much into things, but the past couple of weeks I've been feeling like a child with a crush. He makes me blush just from looking at me. I've never felt that way about anyone before. Now I'm feeling ultra stupid because if what if I catch feelings and he doesn't? Then I'm just in a one-sided marriage. I'm also scared that if I'm feeling this way because I've never been treated right before in my past relationships. Like am I falling in love with him or the feeling of being treated how I should be? I don't know, and I'm so confused. I think I'm screwed. Edit. Thank you so much for all the advice. Redditors have made me realize in a few short hours that I am in fact in love with my own husband, Elmo. LMAO, I think she says at the end. Yeah. His birthday is on Christmas, so I'm thinking of doing something special to show my appreciation for him first. Nothing crazy, like one comment suggested. Hopefully, I will have an update for you all soon, and hopefully, it's what all you all want. LOL. So, since this is the best Redditor updates, they add the comments from the original post in here. So some relevant comments are like, someone says he isn't going to bring flowers home weekly if he doesn't have feelings. Talk to him, not Reddit. And then OP says, I don't even know how to approach the topic. I also need to sort through my feelings first, make sure it's real before I say anything. I'm terrified of jumping the gun on this. And then someone says, the plot of so many romance novels. And then OP responds, no shit, that's exactly what one of our friends say at our courthouse ceremony. I rolled my eyes at the time, but now I'm letting that feed my delusions.
Oh,
And then somebody else says, girl, what do you wear to bed? Let's start planning. She's like, no, oh my God, I wear sweats and his old t-shirts to bed. And then they comment, girl, you wear his shirts to bed? That's your man. Also, there's a spare room. If he didn't want to share a room with you, he wouldn't. And then she's like, the third bedroom is his home office. His job has remote and in-office dates, so it's a non-negotiable. And a commenter says, I've seen many people with an office set up in their bedroom during college and COVID. Maybe it's a non-negotiable because he likes sharing a room with his wife. My motto with men is, if he wanted to, he would. And he totally is. Translation, if he did not want to share a room with you, he wouldn't be. He find a way, but he's choosing to share a room with you. He's sharing a room with you because he wants to. And then OP says, people keep saying this, and it's starting to make sense. I slept on our couch the first few days until my husband came out at 2 a.m. and brought me to bed. I did not want to make him uncomfortable in any way, but he was really insisting on it being non-issue. But yeah, she's very in the denial sense, right? But she's gonna try to do something. So remember that post was December 21, 2025. So we have an update, December 26, 2025. But do you wanna say what you think? You think he's in love with her?
mhm. It could be a possibility because
Do you
you don't make those arrangements with anybody, you know.
do you think that a man brings you flowers every Friday means that he's in love with you? Or that he's just trying to set an example for his kids?
If you and I will live together, do you think I'm going to be bringing you flower every Friday? No. Like
What?
For instance, let's say you and I were in that situation, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
I
Do
didn't
you
understand that
do
you and I.
you do you think I will be bringing you flower every Friday?
No, you will bring me headaches every Friday.
I was gonna say chocolate, but well,
No, headaches, most likely.
you wish. But over there is already seems the intention. Maybe he's a little timid and he doesn't want to express himself to for the same fear that she has. So, but let's go with the comments to see if I was right or not.
Because the fact that she's sleeping very soundly next to him, it means that she feels safe. That's why she's sleeping that much.
Mhm.
And well, and also the fact that she has two kids now, technically, but okay. But he is someone who does not like to show affection, turns to her, rubs her back, goes, wake up. Oh my God. Okay, that's cute as hell. That man is in love with you. That's what I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Update. Hi everyone. I want to thank you all for your input and well wishes. It helped me to come to my senses quicker than I will have on my own. I
Well,
appreciate every single one of you, and I hope this update gives you all some peace of mind. I did end up taking some of your advice and planned a nice gesture for my husband yesterday. My goal in mind was not to confess to him because I still wanted to wait on that, but to just show how much I appreciate him for everything he does for our family. The original plan was to offer a back massage after we put the kids to bed. I bought some candles, massage oil, and even a cute little pajama set to wear. I don't think she was going just for that, but okay.
she was going for the other massage.
She was thinking, what can make me more fuckable?
Nonetheless,
Okay, in parentheses, she says, I don't know where my mind was at with that. I was deep into fantasy land, lol. The point was to make it relaxing, but also set a kind of romantic mood. Well, it didn't happen. My husband completely uprooted my plans for that morning. Up until now, we've been wearing some cheap and super simple wedding bands that were not anything special. But for Christmas, he gifted me a whole set wedding band and engagement ring. And he didn't just hand it to me wrapped, he actually got down on one knee.
oh,
When I tell you I cried, I thought I was hallucinating and I still feel like I am. Every single one of you were right. This was never a marriage of convenience to him. He's been in love with me since we were in high school and just never thought to tell me even after we were already married. We
he
had
was
a
shy.
lot of huh?
He was shy.
Yeah. We had a lot of long conversations after the initial confession. I will spare in details because I did not expect it to turn that way. And I had liked it to remain a private moment between us. What do you mean? I want to know. At the end of the day, we're still trying to raise two toddlers and have agreed that they will always be our primary focus. But we're going to give a real relationship a shot. I will admit it, it's kind of scary, but I do think that this is the next step towards healing after my last relationship. I feel truly loved by my husband. I think that this is where I'm meant to be. Happy holidays, nosy Redditors. That was meant for me.
Yes, definitely. But good thing things worked out at the end for her, so that's great.
I am so
Honestly.
excited for you. So excited. I want to know what happens. I want to know what he say. They say I've always been in love with you, and I had to jump at the opportunity of marrying you. And I did the only reason because I didn't show affection or I didn't show like interest in anyone else is because I was always in love with you. That is so cute.
Yeah, but again, the signs were there for her to see.
Was
Just
in high school? Oh, that is so cute though.
okay, you are a sucker for love. You see.
Yes, I am, if you haven't noticed. So let's read some comments from this. And the top comment says, LOL, I love the idea that the inept at dating guy suddenly at random has his ideal partner say, "We should get married out of convenience for the tax breaks," and just goes, "Yep, I'm up for that." And somebody else says, comments on that and says, "When my partner and I met, we both basically fell in love instantly, but spent about 3 months just talking to each other. During that time, we, one, made a tentative plan to move in together because we both needed a housing situation, and two, planned a trip together. Unbeknownst to us both, each one was thinking, yes, perfect, we'll be living and traveling together, and who knows what will happen. Then, before either of those rom-com scenarios could happen, we confessed to each other and made it official." Oh, that is so cute. Can't. I'm trying to see if there's any comments from her, but I don't see any. But hey, take a chance. Tell the person you love them and hope for the best. And you know what's meant to be is meant to be. And the worst thing they can say is no. You know, that's okay.
Well, but I understand her point. Like she feels safe and good at this moment when she's out, so she was afraid not to mess that up. But again, if you don't take a risk, you don't win. You don't know. You can live in the obscure for a while, but just diving into the light.
Take a
So
chance and love people.
whatever she say.
Sorry, that sound, if you heard that sound, was a heart that I was making with my hands, making a beat.
This not even millennial. These boomers are something else.
What do you mean, boomer?
Yeah, you're a boomer.
I'm not a boomer. I'm a millennial.
Are you?
Millennial forever.
Are you though? Are you though?
Anyway, that was a very cute story and some good things that happen out there. Some good things are out there, people. Okay, let's go to story numero cuatro. Number 4, or last story of the day. And this one, again, comes from the Reddit Best of Redditor updates. And the title is, "My boyfriend gave my autistic son the best birthday ever." So it's originally posted to True of My Chest, and the original post was December 3rd, 2025. I, a 25 female, am a single mom to Louis, fake name, who just had his 6th birthday. My son also happens to be on the autism spectrum. He's high functioning, but is still trying to navigate his everyday life with some difficulty. He has sensory issues, special interests, and he gets overstimulated in really crowded places. However, he's been slowly navigating his life and has been doing so much better as he gets older. Now that you have some background about him, I want to tell you about my boyfriend, Jordan, fake name. He's a heavy machinery mechanic who focuses mostly on farming equipment, but will also help out some construction businesses if they're in a pinch and don't have a person for that already. Jordan owns his own business, which he runs out of his own house and garage. He lives on a big plot of land in the rural area. He keeps livestock like chickens, ducks, goats, and cows, but he doesn't farm them out. I personally do not understand how he has the time to do everything he does with us and work, but he's amazing. Louis instantly took a liking to Jordan and vice versa. Louis loves visiting the farm, as he calls it, and riding around with Jordan in his UTV. Louis is super interested in building Lego and just working with his hands. He loves to follow Jordan in the garage and learn about cars, engines, tractors, balers, etc. Jordan has been an absolute godsend for Louis. He's so careful with him. He even buys packs of gloves so Louis doesn't need to worry as much about the sensory overload with grease and whatever else they come into the house covered in. Moving to this last month, Jordan told me he wanted to give Louis the best possible birthday he could. I kind of brushed it off as he will get him small gifts like one of the cheap Lego sets or toy tractors. Nope. He walked us to the big garage and opened the door. This man went out of his way to get Louis every single thing he could think of. He got Louis 10 Lego sets and built him a freaking go kart. This man spent over $1,000 on my son. I know he makes a lot of money, but my jaw hit the floor. I instantly just dropped to the floor sobbing. I never ever expected anybody to be so caring about a little boy they did not have anything to do for. I mean, to do, they did not have anything. What? Sorry. I never expected anybody to be so caring about a little boy they didn't have to do anything for. Louis was overjoyed. The first thing he did was yell, "Is that a go kart? Can I ride in it with you, Jordan? Wait, are those Lego sets? You got me the Titanic set. I wanted that forever." The look on Louis' face was enough to last me a lifetime of happiness. Jordan did what nobody else has done for us without even asking. The look on Jordan's face was just pure excitement to see Louis so happy. Of course, he told Louis that the go-kart was his and that he can drive it as long as one of us sits with him until he learns how to drive it better. I am sorry for all the rambling and maybe some of it was not coherent, but thank you to anyone who read this. I think I'm gonna buy this man a ring. So cute.
It's nice. At least it's something like, it's giving her a heart warm, like life can be better.
Mhm.
And there is always someone there who's gonna be there for you to make your life better.
And to appreciate your kid because it must be really hard to be a single mom.
It is. It
Mhm.
is. I deal with those on a daily basis.
At work.
Because they're trying to do everything, having their kids, make sure their kids are good.
Mhm.
And on top of that, making sure they providing money to continue sustaining their kids. So it's a lot. It's a lot for them, unfortunately. And she realizing that se encontró un millonario ahí para que le dé cuarto. It makes her life much easier.
What she care about, according to the post, is her son's happiness, and that
Her,
this man cares about her son as much as she does.
of course, somebody who can, when you are, ¿cómo se dice esto? Acotejando. How you
Mm,
can say that?
courting
When you're courting a single mom, what's the easy way to earn her heart?
through her son.
But honestly, hopefully, this he, looking after the little kid because he wants to and because he appreciates them and love them.
Yeah.
And it's just for getting on the mom, you know. So hopefully that continues and they become a happy family.
Hmm. Hopefully.
Very nice.
We have an update.
Okay, bye.
So I told you the first one was December 3rd, and the update comes on December 29, 2025. Says, "Hi everyone, I really wanted to make an update post." Oh, I'm so sorry. First, there's an edit that she added to the first post. And it says, "I cannot express how grateful I am for so many people to have read this and how kind everyone is. You're all my friends now, and I hope whoever sees this gets nothing but joy from life." And then comes the update. "Hi everyone, I really wanted to make an update post and I think now is the perfect time. If you're missing context, please check out the last post. I do not want to make it too long here. Thank you." After Louis' birthday, me and him sat down to make a thank you card. I made sure Louis wrote everything himself and told him to really think and make it personal. I also say make it as funny, creative, whatever other adjective he could think of, but make sure it's nice. He did just that. We picked out a giant trifle poster board, his idea, and got all kind of decorations and craft stuff. He spent days trying to make it perfect. We print out pictures of Louis and Jordan together and glue them on right next to all the drawings and writing he put. He even wrote my own little section where there was free space. I put down "Thank you, Jordan," not just for all the gifts, all the dinners, movie nights, game nights, and even the guy time, as you two call it. Thank you for seeing Louis for who he is and what he enjoys, and not what had set him back. I know he cannot fully put into words how he feels sometimes, but believe me, he loves you more than you could know. You have replaced me as his best friend, and honestly, I could not be more grateful for that. You have made this past year a dream come true, even through the struggles. I love you. After we finally got the car to be up to standard, as the little boss man likes to say, we jumped in the car and headed over for a surprise visit. Jordan was having dinner with his parents, who we just absolutely adore. I think they treat us more like family than my own, lol. I already warned Jordan parents that we were popping in quick, so there was no unwanted interruptions. Anyways, we told the parents that we were on our way and we'd sneak in. Well, we got caught trying to sneak a giant poster board past the windows. Jordan greeted us at the door, gave us hugs and a kiss for me, and let us in. We sat down and watched Jordan open his comically large letter. He opened it and I started looking all across the cardboard. He sat reading with tears welling up and just muffled and I love you guys too before excusing himself to get a tissue. We proceeded to spend the night playing games, building Lego, and just hanging out with everyone. Now on to the big change. We're moving in with Jordan. My lease is coming up for renewal in February. Jordan wrapped up a box with the house key to ask. Obviously, I jumped up with excitement and ran over and dove into his arms. He also gave Louis his own key for his bedroom. He waited until I said yes to us, Louis. Now, I hate to say Louis is a little nervous and excited, but we are here so much anyway. I feel like this is the first step to building a healthy future.
Yeah, Luis, you don't have no choice in this decision.
No.
It's free rent, buddy. You're going in there.
And not just that, but you have a garage full of Legos and a go kart.
Yeah, but you're going in there.
Yeah. It's like we also wanted to make sure we could live together without problems before making any big leaps. Anyways, now it's packing and donation time to clear out some of my old stuff and make room for new things. I am so grateful for everything I have, and everyone who reads has read any part of this or the last post. I love each and every one of you and I wish you all the best. Sabi, where are you making the face?
No, it seems like Cinderella have her happy ending, at least for now.
I don't know, dude. I think you're thinking she's happy because of the free rent.
No, 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 no. I didn't. She's just excited, that this Prince Charming just came out of the blue. He gets along with the kid, treats kids like it's its own, and on top of that, um, treats her well, and then look after her. So the lady thing probably felt like Cinderella with a little kid
Mm-hmm.
because
Let's go.
I seems this happening a lot that I seen this on ladies is like once they have a kid, they think like nobody else is gonna love them just because they have a kid, and they might be like a baggage to
Mm-hmm.
avoid them to meet somebody else and get a better life. So that's what I'm putting. Like she's like the single mom Cinderella. Just instead of leaving her shoes in the party, it's her kid.
I don't think she's leaving her kids of it.
She didn't leave it, but like that was like the
Oh, that's how he catch her through her kid.
well, that's how he got Ching. This it seems like it was the opposite in this case because
He
he
caught
seems
the
like
kid and then went for her.
yeah. So the kid was the bait.
Bait.
Yeah, but I'm glad everything worked out for the both of them. So that's very nice, honestly. So good for them, happy for them, happy for Jordan. You have a new growing kid, and happy for mom. Like she was able to give herself the opportunity to find somebody else. I know, especially when you're a single father, a parent, you only thinking about the well-being of your kid.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to her that she gave herself the opportunity to explore and to adventure herself in something new that luckily it will lead for the well-being of all three of them,
Mhm.
not just her and her kid, but also Jordan himself.
Mhm.
You see, I fixed it.
Yes, good. Very happy about that because I was very happy. I'm very happy for all three of them. They're gonna be happy.
Mm-hmm. So we should call. She should call this the title of her Reddit Cinderella with a single child. Find her Prince Charming.
You see, people, this is a lesson that there is Prince Charmings out there. They
And
exist.
no need to be kissing frogs.
No.
So they might show up when you less expect it. But the only thing is you need to be in the present
Mm-hmm.
and recognize it when they arrive. It's not like, he earned the kid's trust for his actions and he showed her what kind of person he is with his actions. So actions speak louder than words. So those folks that come to yada 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 and nothing to do, nope, next.
Bye
Yeah,
bye.
those are just
I think
noisy.
who's it?
Those
Ariana
are,
Grande, right? That
uh-huh.
says thank you next.
Yeah, those guys are like, or girls are just like flies when you're trying to go to sleep. That is in your ears. So yeah, it's
There's good people out
kill
there.
those mosquitoes.
Mhm. And go be happy finding your Prince Charming. It's so worth it. I believe me, so
Mm-hmm.
worth it.
Yeah. So
Yes, let's just read some comments before we stop. Like the top comment says, "Gosh, I shall stop reading here for the day." But we all know I'm not gonna do that. Oh God. Let's see if there's any comment because everybody's like, "Oh my God, this is so nice." Blah blah blah. It's
it's
like
very
I
nice.
knight knee Jordan into the order of Omar. Arise. What?
That was really bad.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
But it was a nice last story with a very nice note. So
Very, very nice things. Like a lot of people say the same thing. Hope. I read so many Reddit horror stories about kids and their step parents. That part of me worries, but I still have high hopes for this family. Everybody, that's what we can do. Hope for the best. To make sure that we're always, like I said, try to bring positivity to 2026 and make, all these stories were to add a little bit of hope in everyone. Like, no, everything is catastrophic, especially with everything that is happening around the world. We gotta try to make the best of things and try to think positive and be happy, or try to be happy, and not just you, but make everyone as happy as you can. Like, try to do things for your family, for your loved ones, for your husbands, boyfriends, for your roommates, for your friends.
for everybody, then
Everyone.
is if your inner circle is happy, you feel better, everybody feels better, and you being supportive some way or another. Even doing the smallest thing that you think is small for you, the other person can consider that like a great gesture.
Yep, it can change. Like, we can change different people's like life. We can make a difference in people's lives with
Just
like
like that.
one act of kindness. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So be kind to each other, be nice,
Mhm.
and you never know when being nice can lead you. I know that nowadays we are not promote much being kind and being, nice with one another because everything nowadays is based on benefits.
I know.
I would not do this because it do not benefit me. So doing something out of the kindness of your heart can lead you to a better place and also take you to a better position in life that you never thought. So stop being
Mhm.
lazy, stop being a lazy mother, and just do something nice for others. At least for the first month
Okay.
of the year. Thank you, people. Thank you.
Okay.
Ish.
Bye.
Bye. Until next time, guys. Thank you for
Be
listening to us.
happy.
It was our the first episode of the month of the year, actually, and we're gonna keep bring some of the varieties this year to see what's up. So it was something new today, something positive. It's nice to hear the positive side, not just the rowdy and nasty and
Mhm.
the cats fighting part.
No,
Uh,
don't worry. We're gonna go back to that eventually.
yeah, obviously, but it was very heartwarming knowing that you know nice things still happen to people.
Hmm.
So it gives you like a very sense of self and to how to treat others and for a better year and a great year full of happiness and good things.
Hmm.
Sort of things like Denise says. And
Yes.
let's just hope it just doesn't stay on the first week of the month of this new year. So let's keep it through the 365 years. I mean,
Years.
365 day of the years. Thank you. And I say until next time. Bye
For
now.
the love, people. Bye.